This is Father Matthew Kozlowski speaking to you from St. Mary's Episcopal Church in Stuart, Florida. Today I'm standing up so you can see the rest of my office, but more so that you can see this cross, because today I am talking about the symbols of Lent. And the first symbol to talk about is the veiled cross. I'll give you a closer look at this processional cross with the thin purple veil over it. Well, why do some churches do that? Why do we put a veil over the cross? Shouldn't we be focused more on the cross during Lent, during this penitential season? Well, the answer involves the theology of the cross itself, which is to say that it is a symbol of triumph. The cross, which was a symbol of shame and a symbol of fear used by the Romans, Jesus Christ turned it into a symbol of triumph, overcoming fear, overcoming shame, overcoming death itself. And so we sing songs in the Episcopal Church like "Lift High the Cross." We hold up the cross as a symbol of victory. And yet in Lent, it's important to focus on the price that was paid for that victory. And so we tone down the triumph a little bit. We don't cover the cross, but we just veil it to tone down the triumph and think more about the cost that the triumph involves. Okay, the next symbol of Lent is the color purple. I've got a purple burst here, and of course we've got the purple veil. Why is purple the symbol for Lent? Well, like all great symbols, it has a double meaning. And the first meaning is that it's a symbol of royalty. And so we give purple because of Christ the King, Christ the Messiah, Christ who rides into Jerusalem and is shouted, Hosanna, the King of Kings. So the lordship of Christ, the kingship of Christ is symbolized by purple. But purple at the exact same time is the symbol of dried blood, is the symbol of bruises, is the symbol of being beaten up. And so purple, just as much as it talks about royalty, talks about the hardship that Christ endured, the blood and the bruises of Holy Week and of Lent. All right, the third one involves a word that we don't say during Lent. And I'll say it now, although it pains me to do so. The word is Alleluia. Why don't we say Alleluia during Lent? Is it because this is about death and more like a funeral feeling? Well, actually, not really, because we say Alleluia at funerals all the time. The reason that we don't use this word is because it creates a sense of anticipation for Easter. And you can imagine the anticipation that Jesus' disciples felt, these men and women who had spent every waking hour of the last 3 years with them, when he died and they didn't know if he was coming back. You can imagine their anxiety and their anticipation on that long Friday and that long Saturday, leading up until the glory of the resurrection on Easter. By not saying this word that we say all the time, we kind of create just a glimpse of that anticipation. And then it's all the more exciting when on Easter we can just open up our hearts and open up our voices and shout that wonderful word that starts with A, that we have put away for that time to build that sense of excitement leading up to Easter. So there are three symbols of Lent: a veiled cross, the color purple, the word that starts with A. I continue to offer you a Holy Lent. And that's all the time we have. This is Father Matthew Kozlowski signing off.